Hi everyone, Lamisha here from LamishaSerf-Walls.com, bringing you another Mindset Monday tip for your week. Today's tip is all about getting out ahead of your mindset and some tips and strategies you can use to get ahead of your mindset. Now, what do I mean by getting out ahead of it? There's two pieces to this that are going to be really important. The first part is just the general daily practice that I talk about, sort of prepping your mindset, doing the things that you know are going to help you feel good. So, my particular mindset practice right now includes working out in the morning, doing some reading, personal development, and then journaling. So writing affirmations, writing out my new reality. Doing that on a daily basis preps and primes my mind for the day ahead. I promise when I don't do it, I am not the best human being and I don't respond to life or respond to life situations in maybe the most positive way, right? If I do my mindset work, I'm in a much more grounded place and a better place to respond to those situations. So that's one example of getting out ahead of it. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about this other aspect of getting out ahead of it, which is understanding your specific triggers and actively and intentionally prepping your mindset or choosing to believe and think specific things to sort of prep you for the situation. So this may be something where you know that you get really anxious when you go to the doctor, or you get really anxious when you deal with your finances or your bills, or you're in a circumstance or a group of people where you feel self-conscious and maybe you don't have as much, confidence in those situations, and you want to transform that. And so understanding how you typically get triggered or when those gremlins sort of come out to play is going to be really key here. Once you've identified that, then what you want to do is, before you go into these circumstances or situations, you want to sort of double down on that mindset practice. Maybe you want to do some tapping, some EFT, to really clear out any residual anxiety about going into the circumstance or situation. You also want to actively and intentionally practice new thoughts. So this would be a good time to sit down and, do a couple extra pages of journaling if that's what you do, or to listen to some audios that really pump you up, or to get you in a great mind space. Meditation is really great for this. Whatever it is that is going to help you really dial in on your mindset, because the thing is that a lot of times when we go into these circumstances or these situations that have triggered us in the past, we worry about them and we assume that that situation that we're stepping into is going to be just like every other situation we've had or every other experience we've had. So what we're doing in that worrying is we're actively creating that situation over and over and over again. If you've ever had a particular person that you've worked with, or a particular person that you've run into, and every single time you've had a challenging situation or you've had a challenging conversation, at some point you kind of become conditioned to believe that this situation is always going to be this way, right? But remember, you have the opportunity to change your point of view and your perspective and your experience of it by shifting your thoughts. So understanding what your triggers are going to be really important, and then actively choosing to get ahead of it. If you know that you're going to be stepping into a potentially difficult situation, then double down on your mindset. Do the tapping, do the journaling, do your affirmations, whatever it is that you typically do to really get you into that positive mind space. And I promise that your experience of that is going to be entirely different. You're going to feel much different about that, okay? So that is my tip for you this week. It is really, really powerful when you do this work. It's not always easy, it's not always natural, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So I hope that this is helpful for you. Of course, if you have any questions about this process or mindset in general, you can pop those questions below. And if you're interested in chatting more about how I can support you with your mindset or some potential coaching, definitely reach out and let me know. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.